Are you controlling your money, or is your money controlling you? We all work hard for our money. It's the fruit of our labor, the tool that allows us to meet our needs, pursue our dreams, and secure our future. But how many of us can confidently say that we are truly managing our money effectively, rather than just letting it slip through our fingers? Today, I want to talk to you about taking control of your financial well-being. It's not about becoming a financial guru overnight. It's about adopting simple yet powerful habits that can make a significant difference in your life. We gather here today, not to merely exist, but to truly live. And a fundamental pillar of a vibrant, empowered life is taking command of our finances. It's not about chasing endless riches, but about cultivating a relationship with our money that fosters security, opportunity, and ultimately, freedom. This journey begins with a single crucial step. Budgeting is foundational. Think of your life as a magnificent ship, sailing towards the horizon of your aspirations. Your income is the wind in your sails. Your expenses are the currents and potential storms. Without a clear map, without a budget, you are essentially adrift, tossed about by the unpredictable waves of life's demands. You might work tirelessly, your sails billowing, yet find yourself far from your intended destination, perhaps even shipwrecked on the shores of debt and financial anxiety. A budget is that essential map. It's not a restrictive cage designed to stifle your joy, but rather a carefully crafted navigational chart that guides you towards your financial goals. It is the act of consciously directing the flow of your hard-earned resources, ensuring that every rupee, every dollar, every unit of currency serves a purpose aligned with your values and ambitions. Creating a budget is an act of self-awareness, a deep dive into the reality of your financial landscape. It demands honesty and a willingness to confront where your money is truly going. This initial step might feel daunting, like charting unexplored territory. You might uncover spending habits you weren't fully conscious of, those small, seemingly insignificant leaks that, over time, can drain your financial reservoir. But this process of discovery is not meant to induce guilt or shame. Instead, view it as an empowering act of gaining knowledge. Once you understand the currents that are pulling your resources, you gain the power to redirect them. You become the captain of your ship, actively steering towards calmer waters and more prosperous shores. The beauty of a budget lies in its simplicity and its adaptability. It's not a rigid set of rules etched in stone, but a living document that evolves with your changing circumstances and priorities. Whether you prefer the tactile satisfaction of pen and paper, the structured efficiency of a spreadsheet, or the intuitive ease of a budgeting app, the tool itself is secondary to the fundamental principle: knowing where your money goes. Imagine the clarity that comes with seeing, in black and white, the allocation of your resources. You can identify areas where you might be overspending, those impulsive purchases that provide fleeting satisfaction but leave a lasting dent in your financial well-being. This isn't about denying yourself life's pleasures, but about making conscious choices. Do those daily coffees truly align with your long-term goals? Does that subscription you barely use contribute to your happiness? A budget allows you to prioritize. It enables you to allocate your resources towards what truly matters to you. Perhaps it's saving for a down payment on your dream home, investing in your personal growth through education, or creating unforgettable experiences with loved ones. By consciously directing your money, you are essentially voting with your finances, supporting the life you envision for yourself. Furthermore, a budget provides a crucial sense of control. In a world filled with financial uncertainties and external pressures, having a clear understanding of your income and expenses can significantly reduce stress and anxiety. Knowing that you have a plan in place, that you are actively managing your resources, fosters a sense of security and empowers you to face financial challenges with greater confidence. This foundational act of budgeting is not a one-time event, it's an ongoing practice. It requires regular review and adjustment to ensure it continues to reflect your evolving needs and goals. Life throws curveballs, incomes fluctuate, and priorities shift. Your budget should be a dynamic tool that adapts to these changes, ensuring that you remain on course towards your financial aspirations. Embrace the power of knowing. Embrace the clarity of a well-defined financial roadmap. Embrace the control that comes with conscious spending. Budgeting is not a constraint. It is the very foundation upon which you build a life of financial strength, opportunity, and ultimately, the freedom to pursue your dreams without the shackles of financial worry. It is the first, and arguably the most powerful, step towards truly managing your money and living a life of intention and abundance. We've established the bedrock of financial mastery, understanding where our money flows through the power of budgeting. But a solid foundation alone doesn't build a towering edifice of dreams realized. We must actively cultivate growth, nurture our resources so they multiply and provide security for the journey ahead. This brings us to our second vital principle: prioritize savings and investments. Imagine a mighty river, the lifeblood of a thriving land. If that river only flows outward, constantly giving without replenishment, it will eventually dwindle and dry up, leaving behind barrenness and despair. Similarly, if we only focus on our present needs and desires, neglecting to save and invest, we risk facing a future of scarcity and missed opportunities. Saving is like creating reservoirs along that river, holding back a portion of the flow to ensure sustenance during dry seasons and to power future growth. Investing is like irrigating the surrounding land, allowing our resources to work actively, yielding a greater harvest over time. Saving is not about deprivation. It's about empowerment. It's about consciously setting aside a portion of your present resources to secure your future well-being and create a buffer against life's inevitable uncertainties. Think of it as building a financial fortress, brick by brick, against the unexpected storms that may come your way: a sudden illness, a job transition, an unforeseen repair. This financial cushion provides peace of mind, allowing you to navigate challenges without being swept away by financial distress. It grants you the freedom to make choices based on your needs and aspirations, rather than being dictated by immediate financial pressures. But saving alone, while crucial, is like storing seeds in a vault. They are safe, but they are not actively growing. This is where the power of investing comes into play. Investing is the act of strategically allocating your saved resources into assets that have the potential to grow over time. It's about putting your money to work, allowing it to generate further wealth and accelerate your progress towards your long-term goals. Consider the analogy of planting those stored seeds in fertile ground. With careful cultivation and the passage of time, a single seed can blossom into a plant that yields many more seeds, multiplying your initial investment. Similarly, wise investments, whether in stocks, bonds, real estate, or other assets, have the potential to generate returns that significantly outpace the simple accumulation of savings. The world of investing might seem complex and intimidating at first glance, filled with jargon and perceived risks. However, it's essential to understand that investing is not solely the domain of financial experts. With education and guidance, it's accessible to everyone, regardless of their income level. Start small, learn gradually, and seek knowledge from trusted sources. The key is to begin, to take that first step towards making your money work for you. Think about your long-term aspirations. Do you dream of owning your own home? Providing your children with the best possible education? Enjoying a comfortable and secure retirement? These significant milestones often require substantial financial resources. Relying solely on your regular income might make these goals seem distant and unattainable. However, through consistent saving and strategic investing, you can significantly accelerate your progress towards these dreams, transforming them from distant fantasies into tangible realities. The power of compounding is a fundamental principle in investing. It's the magic of earning returns not only on your initial investment but also on the accumulated interest or profits. Over time, this compounding effect can lead to exponential growth, turning modest initial investments into substantial wealth. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, gathering momentum and size as it goes. The earlier you start investing, even with small amounts, the more time compounding has to work its wonders. Prioritizing savings and investments is not about sacrificing your present enjoyment for a distant future. It's about creating a balance, about making conscious choices that honor both your current needs and your future aspirations. It's about building a bridge between the present you and the future you, ensuring a smoother and more secure journey through life. Embrace the discipline of saving. Embrace the potential of investing. Understand that these are not burdens, but powerful tools that empower you to shape your financial destiny. By consistently setting aside a portion of your income and strategically allocating those savings to grow over time, you are not just building wealth. You are building security, opportunity, and the freedom to live a life rich in possibilities. You are actively sowing the seeds of your future prosperity, ensuring a bountiful harvest for years to come. We have charted our course with budgeting, understanding the flow of our resources. We have cultivated growth through saving and investing, planting seeds for a prosperous future. Now, we must address a significant obstacle that can derail even the most well-intentioned financial voyages: avoid unnecessary debt. Imagine our carefully constructed financial ship sailing smoothly towards our dreams. Unnecessary debt is like barnacles clinging to the hull. Individually, they might seem small and insignificant, but collectively, they create immense drag, slowing our progress, consuming our resources, and potentially even sinking our vessel. It is a silent thief, subtly eroding our financial well-being and diverting our hard-earned money away from our aspirations. Debt, in its essence, is a promise to repay borrowed money, usually with interest. While some forms of debt, such as a carefully considered mortgage for a home or a strategic loan for education, can be valuable tools for building a better future, unnecessary debt is often the result of impulsive desires, a lack of financial discipline, or a failure to distinguish between needs and wants. Think about the allure of instant gratification that often fuels unnecessary debt. The latest gadget, the designer clothes, the extravagant vacation. These can seem enticing in the moment, promising happiness and social validation. However, when financed through high-interest credit cards or impulsive loans, these fleeting pleasures can come at a significant long-term cost. The interest payments accumulate, eating away at your income and delaying your progress towards your more meaningful goals. Unnecessary debt can create a cycle of dependence, trapping you in a web of monthly payments that consume a significant portion of your earnings. This reduces your ability to save and invest, effectively putting your financial growth on hold. It can create immense stress and anxiety, casting a shadow over your present and clouding your vision for the future. The weight of mounting debt can feel like a heavy anchor, preventing you from sailing freely towards your aspirations. Consider the opportunity cost of unnecessary debt. The money you spend on interest payments could be used to invest in your future, to create memorable experiences, or to support causes you care about. Every rupee or dollar spent servicing unnecessary debt is a rupee or dollar that cannot be used to build wealth or achieve your dreams. It is a leakage in your financial reservoir, slowly but surely draining your potential. The key to avoiding unnecessary debt lies in cultivating mindful spending habits and developing a strong sense of financial discipline. This involves consciously evaluating your purchases, asking yourself whether they are truly necessary and aligned with your long-term values. It means delaying gratification, resisting the urge to keep up with the latest trends, and prioritizing your financial well-being over fleeting social pressures. Building this discipline requires self-awareness and a willingness to challenge societal norms that often encourage excessive consumption and the normalization of debt. It means understanding the difference between your needs, the essential items required for survival and well-being, and your wants, the non-essential items that can add to your enjoyment but are not crucial for your basic needs. Furthermore, it's crucial to be aware of the terms and conditions of any debt you do incur. Understand the interest rates, the repayment schedules, and any potential fees. High-interest debt, in particular, can be incredibly detrimental to your financial health, quickly spiraling out of control if not managed carefully. Taking proactive steps to reduce or eliminate existing unnecessary debt is a powerful act of reclaiming your financial freedom. This might involve creating a debt repayment plan, exploring options for consolidating debt, or making conscious efforts to cut unnecessary expenses and allocate those funds towards paying down your balances. Every step you take towards becoming debt-free is a step towards greater financial control and a brighter future. Avoiding unnecessary debt is not about living a life of deprivation. It's about making conscious choices that empower you to live a more fulfilling and secure life in the long run. It's about protecting your financial resources, freeing them from the burden of interest payments, and directing them towards your goals and aspirations. It is about removing the anchors that hold you back and allowing your financial ship to sail smoothly and swiftly towards the horizon of your dreams. By cultivating financial discipline and resisting the allure of unnecessary borrowing, you are actively paving the way for a future of greater financial freedom and opportunity. In conclusion, mastering your money isn't about complicated formulas or restrictive living. It's about embracing three fundamental principles: understanding where your money goes through diligent budgeting, actively growing your resources through consistent saving and strategic investing, and fiercely protecting your financial well-being by avoiding the trap of unnecessary debt. These pillars, when implemented with discipline and awareness, will empower you to navigate the complexities of the financial world, build a secure future, and ultimately, live a life aligned with your deepest aspirations. Thank you for your time and attention. May you all embark on a journey of financial empowerment and achieve the prosperous futures you deserve.